Good morning, grade 9 students. So this is another video for your Math 9 class. And for today's video, we're going to have a continuation of our discussion on quadratic functions. But this time, we'll be more specific with the graphs of quadratic functions. Okay? So natutunan natin from last time yung ating vertex form na isang quadratic function. So sabi natin, kaya natin ginagawa or kaya tayo nag-transform ng mga equations into vertex form ay para daw po madali nating ma-identify yung vertex and eventually ay makapag-graph tayo or makapag-sketch tayo ng graph ng isang quadratic function. Okay? So dito po natin magagamit yung idea natin ng vertex form kasi as we go on sa mga discussions natin para dito sa araw na ito, lahat po ng may encounter natin na functions ay nasa vertex form. Okay? So, just to recall, ang tawag po natin sa graph ng isang quadratic function ay parabola. So, ito po ang illustration ng isang parabola. So, U-shaped curve po ang isang parabola. Pero, hindi naman po laging opening upward yung parabola natin. So, mamaya, makakakita pa tayo ng other examples of parabola. Okay? So, recall lang din natin yung ilan sa mga parts ng parabola. So, sabi natin, we have the vertex. Kaya nga po, importante yung vertex form. So, ang vertex po natin is actually this point. Okay, so para po sa graph na ito or sa parabola na ito, ang vertex natin is the lowest point of your graph. Okay, so ito yung pinakamababang point ng ating graph. In general, ang vertex po natin is defined as the turning point of your graph. Okay, so another part po ng ating parabola na idadagdag natin is ito pong line, yung vertical line na nilagay ko na nagpa-pass through the vertex. So yung pong vertical line na yan is actually what we call the axis of symmetry. So ang axis of symmetry po, that's the line na nagde-divide sa ating parabola into two symmetrical parts. Okay, so hinahati niya sa dalawang magkamukhang parts yung ating parabola. Okay? Now, if you're given the vertex form of a quadratic function, so recall natin yung vertex form natin, you're given y equals a times the quantity x minus h squared plus k. Okay? So, ito po yung vertex form natin from last week. You can easily identify the vertex of the parabola and then you sketch it. Okay? Kapag daw po meron na tayong parabola tapos may alam lang tayo sa other properties ng ating graph, then kayang-kaya na daw po nating sketch yung graph natin. Okay? Now, just to take note, kapag ginamit po natin yung term na sketch, ito po ay ginagamit natin para po i-indicate yung graph natin na hindi po tayo gumagamit ng mga points natin on our table of values. Okay? Pwede tayo mag-define ng some points, kaya lang ilang points lang. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, hindi ito yung exact na graph ng ating quadratic function, pero this is how it looks like. Kasi meron ka namang vertex, meron kang alam sa mga properties ng graph, so kaya mong makita or ma-estimate kung ano ba yung magiging kalalabasan ng ating parabola. Okay? So, recall natin, pag pinapahanap ang vertex sa atin, using the vertex form, you just have to get the value of your h, that will be your x coordinate, and get the value of your k, that will be your y coordinate. Okay? So, start na tayo ng ating mga properties ng graphs ng ating quadratic function or ng isang parabola. Okay? So, bago natin i-discuss yung lahat-lahat ng yan, ng mga properties or special characteristics ng graph ng isang quadratic function, i-consider natin yung tinatawag nating parent graph ng isang quadratic function. Okay? So, itong graph na nakikita natin sa screen po natin is yung tinatawag natin na parent graph. And this graph is represented by the equation y equals x squared. Okay, so kapag po tinry natin yung mga points sa ating table of values na nagsasatisfy sa y equals x squared, ito po ang kalalabasan ng graph natin. Okay, so meron kang vertex, ito po yun, nasa 0, 0 siya or nasa origin. Meron kang point na 1, 1. Okay, ito yun. Tapos meron ka ring point na 2, 4. Okay, so sa kabilang side naman, meron kang point na negative 1, 1. Meron kang point na negative 2, 4. Okay? So, ito po ay kino-consider natin as the parent graph ng ating quadratic functions. Okay? So, ibig sabihin nun, lahat po ng mga i-discuss natin na translation or transformations ng graph natin ay with respect to this parent graph. Okay? So, ito po yung pinakasimpleng graph kasi ng ating quadratic function. Okay? So, let's start. Now, I want you to observe the following graphs. Ayan. So, meron akong dalawang graphs dito. So, yung isa, yung opening upward, at saka yung isa, yung opening downward. Pero parehas po silang parabola. Okay? And actually, yung ating parabola opening upward, yung blue na parabola natin, is represented by y equals x squared, or katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, dun sa previous slide natin, that is what we call the parent graph ng ating quadratic functions. Okay? So, kaya po natin ginagamit yung term na parent kasi nga po, doon po natin i-relate or doon po natin i-compare lagi yung mga graphs na may encounter natin. Okay? And now, punta tayo doon sa ating red na parabola. So, this time, ito namang red na parabola na to is represented by the form y equals negative x squared, or the quadratic function y equals negative x squared. Okay? So, mula dyan, what do you notice on the two graphs with respect to the given functions? Okay? So, sabi, itong blue na to is represented by y equals x squared. Tapos, itong red na to is represented by y equals negative x squared. Okay? So, mula din dyan sa mga given natin na quadratic functions, ano kaya ang pwede nating ma-notice or ma-observe mula doon sa dalawang graphs natin? Okay? So, sana na-observe nyo yung na-observe ko. So, if you're given the function, so itong ating vertex form, general vertex form na y equals a times the quantity x minus h squared plus k. Okay, so kung given ka ng ganang form, actually ang y equals x squared ay nakaganang form naman po. Wala lang tayo or zero lang ang value ng h at saka ng ating k. Okay, so gamit yung ating mga na-observe mula dito sa ating dalawang graphs, kapag daw ang value ng ating a ay greater than 0 or a positive number, okay, the parabola is opening upward. Okay? So, saan nanggaling yung A natin? So, ang A po natin, kung mapapansin natin dito, sa ating function, this is the coefficient of your x squared. Okay? So, kung mapapansin nyo, ang coefficient dito ng ating x squared is 1. Positive 1. Okay? That's greater than 0. That's why, yung mapapansin yung parabola natin or yung graph ng ating function is opening upward. Okay? So, yung opening ng parabola natin ay upward. So, ibig sabihin lang nun, kapag ang value ng a natin or the coefficient of your x squared, katulad po na nandito sa ating pangalawang function, we have negative x squared. So, the value of your a is negative 1. And obviously, a negative number is less than 0. So, kung mapapansin nyo, ang parabola po natin is opening downward. Okay? So, isa po yun sa mga description or characteristics na pwede nating masabi mula doon sa ating graph kapag given ka po ng ating quadratic function. So kapag napansin nyo ang a natin is positive, then the graph or the parabola is opening upward. If the value of your a is negative, then your parabola is opening downward. Okay? Question po or clarifications for this ay pwede nating sagutin sa webinar or you can send me a private message. Okay, so moving on, let's have another set of graphs and observe them. So ayan, meron na akong tatlong graphs, pero kung mapapansin nyo naman, hindi naman bago sa atin yung isang graph dito. Okay, so unahin natin yung green. Okay, so yung green po na graph natin is again, the parent graph or the graph represented by the quadratic function y equals x squared. Okay, so yan yung kanina pa nating dinidiscuss na y equals x squared, the parent graph. Now, meron tayong other graphs dito, dalawa pang graphs. So start tayo doon sa orange, yung nasa labas. Okay, so yung nasa pinakalabas na graph natin, that is actually the graph represented by y equals 1/2 x squared. Okay, and then lastly, yung nasa pinakaloob na graph natin, the red one, is represented by the quadratic function y equals 2x squared. Okay, so mula dyan sa mga graphs natin, sa illustration ng graphs, at saka dun sa ating mga quadratic functions, ano daw kaya ang na-notice natin or na-observe natin? Okay, so again, you're given the function, the vertex form of your function, y equals a times the quantity x minus h squared plus k. Ito po ang mga napansin natin na sana napansin nyo rin po. Okay? So, unang-una, kapag daw ang absolute value ng a. So, kaya ko po nilagyan ng absolute value kasi we're just considering yung positive value muna. Okay? So, you get the absolute value of a. So, laging positive po yung i-consider muna natin. So, ibig sabihin, kapag nakakita ako ng negative 1/2 dyan, ang kukunin ko lang is positive 1/2. Okay? Kasi that's the absolute value of negative 1/2. Okay? So, if we're considering the absolute value of a greater than 1, okay? Ibig sabihin, yung absolute value ng a or the coefficient of x squared is mas malaki sa 1. Okay? Like for example, eto. Mas malaki sa 1, we have 2. Okay? So, ano daw mapapansin natin sa graph with respect doon sa ating parent graph? Okay? So, ang parabola daw natin becomes narrower. Okay? So, ang parent graph natin is the green one. Yun yung normal na graph natin. Okay? Tapos, kung mapapansin nyo, kapag daw ang ating graph ay yung a niya, or the coefficient of x squared, naging mas malaki na sa 1. Okay? Ang ating pong graph ay nagiging narrower na. Ito po yun, yung red one. Okay? Nasa loob na siya ng ating parent graph. Okay? Next, puntahan naman natin kapag ang absolute value ng a natin or the coefficient of x squared is less than 1. Like for example, dito po sa given natin, meron tayong 1/2. Obviously, 1/2 is less than 1. Okay? So, ang examples niyan ay 1/2, 1/4, 1/3, 2/3. Okay? So, yun po yung examples ng less than 1. So, kung mapapansin natin, yung parabola naman natin becomes wider. Again, with respect doon sa parent graph natin. So, yung parent graph natin, that's considered the normal na opening ng graph. Okay? Kapag mas malaki or pag mas maliit na sa 1 yung value ng ating a, so this time, nagiging wider yung graph natin or mas mataba na siya. Okay? Kaya po nandun siya sa outer part ng ating parent graph. Okay, so ayan, kung mapapansin nyo, parehas A yung kinonsider natin sa first two examples natin, di ba? So yung kanina, pag positive ang A, that's greater than 0, opening upward siya. Pag less than 0 or negative yung value ng A, ang ating pong graph ay opening downward. So this time naman, it has something to do with the wideness or the width of your graph. So, with respect to your parent graph, na y equals x squared, so kapag greater than 1, yung absolute value ng a, nagiging narrower po yung graph natin. Ayan po, narrower siya. Kasi nagiging mas mataas yung mga values natin. Tapos, kapag naman po ang ating a ay less than 1, 1/2, 1/3, 1/4, ang nagiging appearance ng graph natin is wider kasi mas nagiging maliit yung mga values po niya. Okay, let's proceed with the other set of graphs. So this time, eto naman po yung meron ako. So, meron po uli akong parent graph. So, yung green uli, yun nasa pinakagitna. That's the graph of your y equals x squared. Again, that's the parent graph. So, i-compare natin yung mga red at saka orange graphs natin dito. So, yung orange graph muna natin is represented by y equals x minus 3 quantity squared. Okay, so tingnan nyo kung ano yung pinagkaiba nila. And then the other one, yung red naman, yung nasa left part, that's actually the graph of y equals the quantity x plus t squared. Okay, so again, the question is, ano ba yung na-observe or na-notice natin sa ating mga graphs na may kinalaman syempre doon sa ating mga quadratic functions? Okay, so given the vertex form of your quadratic function, ito po ang napansin natin, na kapag ang h daw, ito yun, h, di ba? Yung value na nasa loob ng ating parenthesis na kasama ng ating x. Okay, so ito yun. Ito h, ito po ay h. So obviously dito ang h ay 0. Okay? So kapag ang h daw natin ay greater than 0, okay, the parabola moves h units to the right. Okay, so kapag ang h mo daw ay positive, ang parabola natin ay nagmo-move ng kung ano man yung value ng h natin to the right. Okay, so dito po, kung mapapansin nyo dito, ang h natin is positive. The value for h is positive 3. So dahil greater than 0 siya, kung mapapansin nyo, mula dito sa ating green na graph, nag-move siya ng 3 units to the right kasi positive nga yung ating h. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Kaya ito po yung ating resulting graph. Okay? Kasi sa function na ito, ang value ng h po natin ay positive 3. Kaya ang movement po ng graph natin ay to the right. Okay? And syempre, kabaligtaran po niyan, kapag ang ating pong h ay less than 0, ibig sabihin nakuha natin ang h ay negative. Katulad nito, the value of your h is negative 3. So the parabola moves the absolute value of h units to the left. Okay? So negative 3 po ang value ng h, that's less than 0. So kung mapapansin nyo, mula sa parent graph natin, nag-move siya ng absolute value ng h. So absolute value ng negative 3 is positive 3. So nag-move siya ng 1, 2, 3 units, pero this time, to the left naman po siya. Okay? So kapag ang h ay negative, mag-move ng mag-move siya to the left. Kapag ang h natin ay positive, mag-move siya or matatranslate yung graph natin to the right naman po. Okay? So this time, meron tayong value ng h na kino-consider. Okay? And then lastly, eto namang set ng graphs natin. So meron ulit akong tatlong graphs, and again, yung nasa pinakagitnang graph natin, that's your parent graph represented by the quadratic function y equals x squared. Tapos yung nasa pinakaloob at nasa pinakataas ng graph natin is represented by y equals x squared plus 2. And then yung nasa pinakababa, yung ating orange na graph is represented by y equals negative x squared, y equals x squared minus 2. Okay? So again, with respect to the given functions, ito po yung mga functions natin, ano ang napansin natin sa ating graph? Okay? So if you're given the function na naka-vertex form, ito po ang pwede nating masabi. Okay, this time, meron naman tayong value ng k. So, ang k, etong number or value na nasa labas ng parenthesis. Okay, so kapag daw ang k natin ay greater than 0 or positive, katulad po nitong nasa unang or nasa red natin na graph. Okay, so ang k dyan is positive. So, ang parabola po natin ay nagmo-move ng k units upward. Okay, again, with respect to your parent graph. So, etong green, kung mapapansin nyo, ang value ng k natin is positive 2, that's greater than 0. Kaya yung green graph natin ay nag-move siya ng 2 units upward. Okay? So, yun yung nangyayari doon kapag may value tayo ng k. Kanina, pag may value ka ng h, it's either to the left or to the left or to the right. Kapag this time, pag may value tayo ng k, it's either up or down yung movement ng ating graph, again, with respect to your parent graph. Okay? And syempre, kapag ang k natin ay less than 0 or a negative value, katulad nitong nasa function natin ng orange graph. So, ang k natin dito is -2. So, the parabola moves absolute value of k units downward. Okay? So, ang value ng k natin dito is -2, di ba? Less than 0 siya, kaya from the parent graph, yung green, nag-move yung graph natin ng 2 units. This time, dahil negative po or less than 0, downward naman yung movement. Okay? So, pag positive ang k, nag-move po yung graph natin upward. Kapag negative po yung k, nagmo-move yung graph natin downward. Okay? So, yung kanina po, huwag kayong malilito ha, yung kanina, yung value ng a, opening po yon. It's opening upward or downward. Okay? Ito po, movement ng graph natin. Okay? Movement upward or downward. Okay? So, minsan po kasi ginagamit din yung term aside from moves, ginagamit din yung term na translates. Okay? So, paras lang po ang ibig sabihin yon. Actually, lahat po ng mga pinag-uusapan natin dito are the transformations or the translations of the graphs of your quadratic functions. Okay? Yung mga movements po ng ating quadratic functions, again, with respect to your parent graph. Okay? Okay, so before we proceed with the examples, lahat po muna ng questions nyo ay pwede nyo itanong sa akin kahit sa messenger or ipunin nyo siya para masagot natin sa ating webinar. Okay, so let's have examples. Okay, so you're asked to describe the graph of the following function with respect to the parent graph y equals x squared. Okay, so ito po yung pinapa-describe sa atin. Ano daw kaya ang magiging graph ng y equals -1/3 x squared? Okay, and again, that's with respect to your parent graph. Okay, so syempre, para meron po tayong proof ng ating description, graph ko po siya. Okay, so graph ko siya using a software. So ginamit ko yung GeoGebra. So, pwede nyo rin pong gamitin yon kapag magpapagraph ako. So, again, yung nakikita natin na green graph, that's your parent graph, yung y equals x squared. Okay? Tapos po, etong orange po na graph natin is actually the graph of your given y equals -1/3 x squared. Okay? So, isa-isahin natin yung pwede nating description. So, unang-una sa lahat, napansin ko that a, this is the value of your a, the coefficient of x squared, is less than 0. Negative kasi. Okay? So, sabi natin, pag negative or less than 0 ang value ng a, sigurado ka that your parabola opens downward. So, sa graph natin, nakita mo nga that the parabola is opening downward. Okay? So, dapat kahit walang graph, alam natin yon na nag-open downward yung ating parabola kasi nga ang a natin is a negative value. Okay? Aside from that, meron pa rin tayo, may kaugnayan pa rin siya sa A, na another observation natin. This time, ang A natin, or the absolute value of A. Okay, so kinuha ko ang absolute value ng -1/3, that's 1/3. Okay, lagi kasing positive yung absolute value. So, 1/3 is obviously less than 1. Diba? So, kahit i-check nyo yan, kahit mag-calculate kayo in decimal, that's 0.333, and obviously, that's less than 1. So, sabi natin, pag ang A natin, or the absolute value of A is less than 1, sure po tayo na yung parabola natin becomes wider. Okay? So, kung mapapansin nyo nga, ito yung normal natin, diba? Yan yung normal graph natin. Pero kung mapapansin nyo yung graph natin, aside from opening downward na siya, naging wider pa po yung graph natin. And it has something to do with the absolute value of A, which is less than 1. Okay? Question po or clarifications for this, ay pwede nating sagutin sa webinar or you can send me a private message. Baka po may magsasabi, Miss, lagi po bang given yung graph or lagi niyo po ba kaming i-ask mag-graph? Hindi naman po. Nilagay ko lang po yung graph dito to support yung mga answers or yung mga descriptions natin. Okay? Remember, ang instruction lang naman sa atin is to describe the graph of the given. Okay? So, kaya ko lang po nilagay yung graph na ito ay para po mag-guide tayo na tama nga po yung mga descriptions na inilagay natin. Okay? So, kung wala pong nakalagay sa ating instruction na sketch the graph, edi hindi po natin kailangang mag-graph. Okay? Let's have the second example. So, ganun pa rin, you're asked to describe the graph of this function, y equals 3x squared plus 2. Okay? So, isa-isip natin lagi yung vertex form natin kasi doon po natin nakukuha yung values ng a, h, at saka ng k. So, kapag graph ko siya, ayan po. Again, yung nakikita natin na green graph, that's the parent graph y equals x squared. Tapos yung nakikita po natin na red, yun po yung graph ng ating given na function. Okay? So mula dyan, tingnan natin kung ano yung pwede nating ma-observe. Siyempre, galing po doon sa ating function. So unang-una ang napansin ko is that a is greater than 0. Positive po ang a natin. That's why ang parabola ko is opening upward and it shows na ang parabola ko opening upward. Okay? Aside from that, nakita ko din that the absolute value of a, the absolute value of 3 is also 3. That's greater than 1. Okay? So, kung greater than 1 siya, the parabola becomes narrower. Okay? So, kung mapapansin nyo, ayan, no? Mas mapayat siya compared doon sa ating green or parent graph. Okay? And lastly, kasi may napansin pa ako, may value ako ng k dito. Okay, galing doon sa ating vertex form, ito pong 2 na to ay value ng k. So, positive 2 po ang value ng k natin. So, that's greater than 0. Okay? So, sabi natin, pag ang k daw ay greater than 0, kung mapapansin nyo, yung graph natin or the parabola moves 2 units upward with respect to the parent graph. Ito yung parent graph natin. Positive 2 po ang value ng k. So, tumaas po ng 2 units yung ating red na graph or the graph of this given function. Okay, so eto pong tatlo na to yung magde-describe doon sa ating graph kung titingnan ko lang etong ating given function. Again, sinang support ko lang po etong ating graph na nakikita sa screen. Okay? Any questions po? Welcome sa ating webinar. Let's proceed with the last example. This time I have y equals the quantity x plus 1 squared minus 3. Okay, so again, graph ko na siya para po mapan-support natin doon sa ating claims na makikita. So again, ang green na graph is your normal or the parent graph. Tapos yung graph ng ating function na given ay etong red one. Okay? So ang unang-una kong napansin, the value of your a, eto po yun. Diba? Yung nasa labas or the coefficient of x squared is greater than 0. Positive 1 lang po yan kapag walang nakalagay. Okay? So dahil positive po yung ating value ng a, so the graph or the parabola opens upward. Ayan po, 'di ba? Opening upward ang ating parabola. Next, ano pa yung napansin ko? Ang a naman po ay equal lang sa 1. So hindi siya papasok doon sa wider or narrower. Okay? So katulad lang siya ng ating parent graph. Okay? So ang sunod ko na napansin is the value of your h. May h kasi ako, eto po yon. So the value of my h here sa given na to is actually negative 1. Kasi diba sabi natin from the vertex form, pag minus yan, the value of your h is positive. Pag plus yan, the value of your h is negative. Okay? So dahil po ang value ng h natin is negative 1, which is less than 0, so kung mapapansin natin, the parabola moves 1 unit, sorry, 1 unit lang to, 1 unit to the left. Okay? To the left po, kasi negative nga yung h natin. Okay? So, 1 unit, kasi 1 lang po. 'Di ba? Absolute value of negative 1 is 1. Okay? So, mula dito, nag-move siya ng 1 unit to the left. Ayan po. 'Di ba? Doon na siya nakatapat. Okay? Tapos, may additional pa po. May value din ako ng k. Sabi natin, ang k ay etong number na to. This is negative 3. And obviously, negative 3 is less than 0. So, kung less than 0 ang ating k or negative siya, the graph or the parabola moves 3 units downward naman kasi negative. Okay? So, mula dito, kasi 'di ba nag-move siya to the left, so mula diyan, magmo-move tayo ng 3 units downward. So 1, 2, 3. Kaya po nandito na yung graph ng ating parabola or ng ating given function. Okay? So sigurado tayo na tama po itong mga nakita natin na description or observations. Okay? So kasi ginamit natin yung graph po natin. Okay? Question or clarifications, you can ask sa webinar or send me a private message. So kung wala po tayong question or medyo confident na tayo, naintindihan natin lahat ng mga sinabi ko sa pre-recorded video na ito, you can actually start doing your homework. This is homework number 2. You have to to do this by pair. Okay, so again, do this by pair. Kung may magtatanong po, Miss, pwede pong individual? Hindi po. Okay, so kung nakahanap kayo ng kagrupo nyo or ng ka-pair nyo sa kabilang section, wala pong problema. Okay? Lahat po kayo sa grade 9 ay 176, so that's an even number. So lahat dapat po ay may ka-pair. Okay? So pwede kayong maghanap ng ka-pair nyo sa other section. Wag lang nyong kakalimutan na ilagay yung pangalan ng kagrupo nyo doon sa ipapasa nyo. Okay? So you have to do page 65. This time letter C naman. Numbers 3, 6, 9. So 3 items lang po yun. Kaya lang, meron po kasing nakalagay doon na sketch the graph. So you can use a software like GeoGebra po, yung katulad ng ginamit ko kanina dun sa pag-graph natin. Or kung meron kayong iba pang alam na graphing calculator or graphing tool, pwede po ninyong gamitin iyon. Okay? So the deadline of this, medyo matagal pa naman po. So that's December 7, that's a Tuesday, until 5 p.m. Okay, so kung nandiyan yung mga textbooks nyo, pwede nyo tingnan yung given doon sa page 65 letter C. So ito po yung example na makikita ko sana sa inyong homework. Okay, so meron kasi nakalagay doon, sketch the graph using the software. Okay, so ito yung sketch ng graph. Okay? I-take note nyo lang po na kung halimbawa yung parent graph ba is yung green or yung normal graph ba is yung green, tapos yung red po, yun yung tinranslate or minove natin. Okay? Or the resulting graph. Okay? So ang given, ito yung y equals 2x squared. That's actually your parent graph. Okay? Kasi yun yung given na itatranslate. Okay? Tapos po, yung ating hinahanap na quadratic function or the translated graph, yun naman po yung red one. Okay, so ang sagot po dapat dyan kasi is the sketch of the graph, tapos eto po, y equals 2x squared plus 4. Kasi kung makikita nyo sa given number 1, nakalagay po doon, translated 4 units up. Eto yung given, eto daw graph na to, translate 4 units up. So ibig sabihin, may value ka ng k na positive. So, kinopya ko lang yung 2x squared kasi wala namang sinabi na narrower or wider. So, 2x squared pa rin siya. Tapos, nagdagdag lang ako ng value ng k na 4. Bakit 4? Kasi nakalagay doon 4 units up. Okay? So, kung 4 units down, edi minus 4. Okay? Kung 4 units to the left, edi dapat nasa loob po yung ating i-add. Okay? Kasi ano siya, value siya ng h. Okay, so ang kailangan nyo lang gawin po ay yung items 3, 6, and 9. Okay, so dapat ito yung makita ko, yung sketch ng graph natin, tapos yung quadratic function ng ating translated na graph. Okay, so pwede naman po kayo magtanong while you're doing your homework, i-guide ko naman po kayo. Okay, so kung gusto nyo lang pong gamitin yung GeoGebra, pwede po yun. Punta lang tayo sa Google, hanapin ang GeoGebra, and then you can use it already. Tapos screenshot na lang ng screenshot yung mga na-form natin na graphs.